Being an entrepreneur is simple, but it's not easy. Let me explain what I mean. If you give me a minute of your time, I'd like to share a very personal story with you, one that will empower you and help you finally succeed in your business ventures as an entrepreneur. See, the year was 2009, and I just closed the doors to a business that I had built for the last 6 years. In the process of trying to keep it afloat, I had spent nearly all of our life savings. I went from owning the multi-million-dollar house of my dreams, going on beautiful vacations to exotic locations, and experiencing all the best life had to offer, to this: not being able to pay my mortgage or my credit card bills. My credit was destroyed, but worse than that, I felt defeated. I literally thought my life was over, and no matter how hard I tried, I just couldn't see the light at the end of the tunnel. I was terrified for us. Then she gave me the news. Yep, you guessed it. We're going to have a baby. This was supposed to be the happiest moment of my life, and all I can think about was that my child will know his father as a complete failure. But that was the wake-up call I needed. That was the moment I realized I'm either going to lay down, quit, and give up, or I was going to fight this thing. I kept telling myself things like, this is just a test. This is part of life. And it's not if you get knocked down, but what you do when you get up. And that's the day I chose to take my life by the horns and make a change. I promised myself that my son would be proud of me. I looked everywhere to find opportunities. I sent my resume out to everyone and every agency I can think of, only to be greeted by closed doors and dead-end opportunities. So I realized if I was going to do this, I'd have to start something on my own. If I did it before, I could do it again. So off I went, like some of you listening, from one MLM to the next, constantly trying to catch that elusive brass ring. Then I got one of those emails. You know the ones that promise $11,827.44 per month if you just use their super secret software. Well, sad to say at the time, that sounded amazing to me. So I bought it, only to realize that in order to really make that software work, you have to actually buy another software. So I did that too. And down the rabbit hole I went, buying promise after promise, only to be disappointed. I wasted nearly $10,000 and 7 months of my life. And guess what I had to show for it? Yeah, nothing. I hadn't even made a single crummy dollar online. And then, in one of my darkest moments, late one night, staring at my computer, I had an epiphany. An enlightened moment, if you will. See, I realized it was me. I was the problem. But I was also the solution. But first, I needed something. I started asking myself questions, one that got me related to reality versus the dream all those programs promised. Questions like, do you think any real business entrepreneur would be out there looking for magic software to learn how to become successful? What does a real business need in order to grow? What is my biggest obstacle? And finally, how do I move past it? Questions like that. And then it came to me, loud and clear. If you want to be successful, you have to surround yourself with successful people. I thought about that for a while. Not an earth-shattering realization, I told myself, but very true and extremely powerful. I mean, think about it. Whenever someone wants a business to grow, they don't seek out programs and software. Instead, they find people that have produced the results they want, and more importantly, these people should be willing to mentor and teach them how to get there as well. I realized that if I was deadly serious about my success and my business, I had to find a mentor, and fast. So I started scouring the web for a mentor that was currently producing the kind of results I was looking to achieve. This is important to note. Never get mentored by someone who once upon a time achieved something. Only look for those that are successful right now. Well, to be honest, it was not so easy to find. I'm sure you've seen it before. The web gurus out there showing you their affiliate accounts and how they've made millions seemingly overnight. Then you try to reach out to them and it's disconnected numbers and invalid emails. But where there's a will, there's a way. And about a year and a half ago, I finally met Jay. Now, I'd love to tell you that he was so impressed with my hunger, ambition, and story that he mentored me for free. But that would be lying. After all, you wouldn't expect to walk up to Donald Trump and have him mentor you about real estate and business for free, would you? I was, however, allowed access to his personal mastermind and his inner circle. To date, it has cost me nearly $40,000 to be trained and mentored by Jay. I know what you're thinking. That's a lot of money. Yes, it is. But if you had the opportunity to learn from the man that created some of the wealthiest, most recognizable entrepreneurs online, wouldn't you take that chance? I mean, people like Jonathan Budd, Mike Dillard, Mark Hoverson, and Ann Sieg, just to name a few. I scraped and clawed to come up with that money. I just wish I'd found him sooner. To make a long story short, I've spent the last year and a half being mentored by Jay and his inner circle. And to say that my life has changed is an understatement. Put it this way, if I had to do it all over again, I would be willing to pay 5 times as much. I guess the old adage is true. It's not what you know, it's who you know. And when you get to be around Jay and his network, there can only be one real outcome: long-lasting success. Well, that and a whole lot of fun. Now, I told you at the beginning of this story that my intention is to empower you and help you finally succeed with your business. Now, I could offer to mentor you and charge you tens of thousands of dollars to teach you what Jay has taught me. I could even personally coach you for $500 per hour, and trust me, you'd love me, thank me, and come back for more. But I'm not going to do any of that. What if I told you I could get you full access to my personal mentor and Coach Jay? I'll show you how in just a minute. First, I want to make sure you understand the value of what I'm about to expose over the next 2 minutes. See, what Jay taught me is nearly priceless. It made me a better businessman for sure, but it also made me a better man, husband, and yes, now father. At the core of Jay's teachings are a few basic principles, 3 of them to be exact. The 3 laws of success. These laws make it seem to outsiders as if you have some sort of secret weapon, some sort of magic that allows you to be this way, when the truth is, you're actually just following the laws. You see, for the last 8 years, Jay has only shared these 3 laws with his innermost circle, and only with those who are willing to do what it truly took to succeed. Those that already woke up to the facts that a silver bullet and magic software is nothing more than a deep, dark tunnel filled with empty promises and little results. If there's one thing I know about Jay, is that he has a big vision. He wants to create 100 millionaires in the next year. And in order to do that, he's on a mission to recruit his next group of top earners. People just like you. People who are getting started in home business industry. People that have tasted their share of misery and failure with their business, but are ready to finally succeed. Those that want control over their finances, their time, and their lives. People who have a pig-headed determination, grit, and desire to make it happen. So Jay asked me to help him. He asked me to personally invite anyone with these qualities onto his live webinar. This is the first time Jay has ever shared his 3 laws publicly. Now here's the only caveat. Spaces are limited, and once he finds the next group of entrepreneurs, Jay may take down this webinar for good. And now I'm going to share with you the best part. You're not going to pay $40,000 like I did. You're not going to pay $10,000 or even $1,000. In fact, you're not even going to pay $100 because for a limited time, Jay is doing the unthinkable and offering this webinar for free. Yes, you heard that, completely free. But wait, there's more. Nah, I'm just kidding. I've always wanted to say that. If you use our exclusive link directly below this video, you will gain 2 additional bonuses, valued at $246. We designed these specifically to help you put the 3 laws into action immediately upon the completion of Jay's webinar. So here's my personal recommendation. Get your butt in one of these webinars. Heck, the fact that I spent $40,000 getting his coaching and now he's giving it away for free doesn't seem really fair. And at the same time, I totally get what he's up to. It's like he's always told me, When it stops being about you and it starts being about making a difference is when you've reached true success. I couldn't agree more. So, this is me being of service in hopes that it makes a profound difference for you in your life. The rest, I leave up to you. I can only show you the door, but I can't make you walk through it. So here's the next step. After this video ends, click the link directly below this video. It'll take you to this page, where Jay himself will personally invite you to his free webinar. There, you'll be able to register. Make sure that you select the time that works best for you. Do it now because seats are filling up days in advance. Then, just make sure you attend at your selected date and time. After that, I have only one request. Start creating your dream life and never stop until you get it. We'll see you on the inside.